love a good fried rice. I have definitely come to love doing a fried rice for my family, whether it's over a campfire or today we'll do it over a Coleman stove. So I have a cast iron wok. I brought some cold cooked rice. I'll show you how I sort of create just a quick soy sauce mix. It's gonna be soy sauce, fish sauce, and sesame oil. For vegetables or aromatics, I'll bring garlic into the equation. I'll bring ginger into the equation. We'll chop those up. And last one, but the one that's really gonna give it its punchy flavor is traditionally you can find Chinese sausages as typically like a pork sausage, but in our world, in our sort of hunter and outdoor space world, a snack that a lot of us are gonna have in our packs are gonna be snack sticks and or beef jerky. So I'm gonna play with those today and chop those up. Imagine you have one left over in your pack. We're gonna chop that up and fry that up, and that's gonna give a nice, almost like an umami base to the fried rice. So like a deep, flavorful, sweet, savory, salty object. So fried rice is our first dish. When we get cooking, we'll get our kitchen set up. All right, so for making tailgate fried rice, this is what I got going on. Here's my kit. I usually get a nice stout bag. This is a Filson duffel. Carries my wok, my cast iron wok, carries the tools I'm using, carries a cutting board, even fits a 2-burner Coleman. And then for the sauce for fried rice, I mean, you can go any which way with this. The mix that I like to use is a mixture of fish sauce, soy sauce, sesame oil, and then we'll season it with a little salt and pepper and some Montana Mex jalapeno seasoning. So on the one hand, you can definitely carry all these bottles with you. I like to get just a small empty, this is just a baby jar, baby food jar. And so what I'm gonna do before I head out into the field is I'm gonna make this sauce at home, just so I have to take this out and not all 3 bottles. So the way I like to build this sauce out, maybe you use a bigger jar depending on how many folks you're cooking for, but let's just say we're cooking for 2 today. Fish sauce, this is gonna add a lot of body. It's gonna add salt. It's about, not measuring this really, but about 2 tablespoons. Soy sauce, I use a gluten-free soy sauce called Tamari. So we're gonna add about 2 to 1 soy sauce to that fish sauce. Feels right. And then sesame oil. For my money, I don't want to go into the field with 2 bottles of oil. So I'm gonna just use it like this and build that sauce out by adding it directly to my soy mixture. There we go. From here, I will bring the jalapeno seasoning and the sea salt with me, and this is a salt pepper blend. So I'll bring that dry with me. When I think of a fried rice, the critical essential aromatics that I definitely want to get in are going to be ginger and garlic. That's foundational. From there, if you have vegetables like the asparagus, like the leek, like an onion, add those in too. On top of all of that, this is our fresh watercress. Typically, you're gonna find this more in your cooler months. And you don't typically think of maybe a green in your fried rice, but what's gonna happen is think of this almost like a spinach. It's gonna wilt down and cook down into the rice. It's gonna add good flavor, good color, and just included or added nutrients to your dish. Here's our little snack sticks and jerky. First things first, they always say when cooking is get all of your knife work done first, then start getting your pan heated up, get cooking. So just cut them in little bits. The ginger though, is keeping the peel on. Heating up our wok, I'm gonna use our Montana Mex avocado oil. I can hear it's getting hot. I wanna make sure the oil, especially for wok cookery, is all the way up on all sides. And we'll go with our first round of gear, which is our snack stick, our jerky, our ginger, and our leek. Oh, it smells good. So from here, we're gonna get our asparagus. That's gonna go in. You'll see this dish comes together pretty quick at this point, really. The knife work is what's gonna take you the most time. The heat of your pan is definitely gonna dictate how quickly this dish goes from being in your cooler to in your belly. So we'll add this directly to our wok now. There we go. We have most of our sauteed mixture mixed up with the rice now. The name of the game for fried rice is, you can imagine, you want every single grain of rice to have been kissed by everything else in here. You want everything touching everything. You want it all tasting together. That's the beauty of fried rice. It's like a big package of handfuls of different ingredients and flavors harmoniously getting into your mouth in one bite. Fried rice is nearly done. Last little bit is we're gonna season it. So we have our soy, fish sauce, sesame oil mixture, a little salt and pepper, Montana Mex jalapeno seasoning. Let's get this dressed up. Last but definitely not least, we've got our cress. You could probably just throw this in whole like that and it wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm just gonna bundle it tight and cut it into just a few smaller pieces. Stem and everything. Last little bit going in. This is like adding cilantro to a stir fry. It's like adding parsley to your mashed potatoes. You know, these soft herbs or soft leafy greens, when added at the very end, that's, I think, the ticket. I guess next step is just have lunch, right? We got enough for all of us in here. Hope you dug this dish. This is what she looks like. Super grateful, super stoked. Fun little riff, wok fried rice. Crush it right out of your cooler. Not many frills attached to it. Getting our sauce pre-made before we come out helps us not carry too much gear out in the field. You don't need all these other bottles of stuff. Foraging for any kind of greens that you may see out there, nettle, cress. Grab them, harvest them, and add them to your dish. Hope this one inspires you to get cooking and spend more time outside.